In this class we are going to understand the two features of object oriented programming, like what message passing, and next one is what persistence. Okay, what do you mean by a message passing? Okay, so message passing is the process of interacting with objects by invoking their methods. Okay, let us understand this one with the help of example. Suppose I am writing here, what is that? I am writing, suppose student object is there, sob dot set student. I am writing a method name is set student. Okay, so say something called as a and 1. Okay, actually this object contains, this sob object contains so many operations are there, so many methods are there, like set student method is there, set marks is there. Okay, then calculate, suppose calculate total is there. Okay, so how you are going to tell to the Java that perform this particular operation on the object? Okay, perform this particular operation on this particular object. How can you say in the Java? Means by invoking the method on the object. Okay, by calling the method on that particular object, and this is called as object, and this is what we call as message. So through the message you are telling to the object what kind of operation that you have to perform on the object. Okay, so and what is this particular thing is, this is called as information. Okay, so through this message we are telling that what to do on this particular object. We are saying that set the student details, like what a and what 1. Okay, so like this. So this is what it's saying. Message passing is the process of interacting with objects by invoking their methods. Okay, right. So now let us say that here the student object is created, and on the student object I am sending a message that set student with Kumar and 1. So what does this statement do? Means it sends a message to the object to set the student's name and ID. Similarly, here set marks on this object sends a message to set the marks. So here sob dot calculate total is there, sends a message to the object to calculate and return the total marks. Okay, similarly, not only we can pass normal details like this, okay, to a message we can also pass what? Objects. Yes, objects. This is called as objects communication also, we can say that, or message communication we can say that. Okay, so sends a message to the object to show the marks of sob object. This object mark should be shown. That is a message we are sending to that mob. Okay, right. So this is what message passing. Then we are going to understand now, we are now going to understand next one is what? Persistence. Persistence, the eighth feature. What is persistence? Persistence is the concept of storing or saving the object and their data in the computer permanently, so that the objects can be available even after the program is closed. Because suppose you write one program, assume one program is written and the program is completed. Once the program is completed, whatever the objects that you have created in the program and the data present in the objects, all that particular information will be deleted. Okay, but what we want here, it is that objects created by the program and the data present in the object should be stored in the computer permanently, so that the data should be retrieved whenever required. Okay, and this process of storing the objects in the program permanently is called as what? Persistence. So persistence programs can be written using files and what? Databases. Means in the file we are going to, so in the file, so what we are going to do is, so we create one file. In the file we are going to store what? Objects. Like this we are going to store the object. Okay, or we'll take some database. In the database also we store what? Objects, so that those objects will be saved in the file or database permanently, and it can be retrieved whenever required in another program or second time when you run the program. Okay, so this is called as persistent features. Okay, right. So we have completed all that particular features. What the kind of features that we have completed in object oriented programming means, this is what we call as. Okay, so let me tell you that. Okay, classes we have completed features, classes, objects, encapsulation, message passing, polymorphism, inheritance. Okay, abstraction, and what we have discussed about persistence. persistence. So these are the main features of what? Main features of object oriented programming. Okay. So what I would like to tell you here it is, right. Suppose let's say, right. So the principles helps in writing. So what is the help? What is the use of this all object oriented programming principle that we have learned so far? So these principles helps in writing scalable, modular, and maintainable code. Okay, right. So any language that supports encapsulation, polymorphism, inherent features are called what? Object oriented programming languages. So example C++, Java, C Sharp, .NET, Python, etc. are what? Object oriented programming language. Of course, here we can say that Python is both procedural and object oriented programming language. Okay. So this is what we have completed features of OOP.